Say you're. What's good, bro?
What's goody, man? What's up? What's happening?
Welcome back, La Familia.
Chilling, bro. Chilling.
Welcome, Loyal Noodles, to season 2 of the Good Noodles Podcast. Welcome to our first Thirsty Thursday of the season. Loyal Noodles, welcome back. New Noodles, welcome to the Good Noodles Podcast. Today, we got some things in store. First off, let me introduce myself. I'm Willie Knight, first of his name, one of the 4 co-hosts of the Good Noodles Podcast, and I'm alongside my brother from another mother, but don't let Janine tell it. My brother, Mr. Melvin. I'm on my 3rd Facebook account, Towers Montalvo. So funny that I said that. Man, like, I'm not bullshitting. Mel's really like on his like second or third Facebook account because Mel be doing bids like nobody I ever met. Like, Mel's about to be a lifetime ban from the internet. Speaking of lifetime bans from the internet, yo, Mel, you want to talk about Boosie?
Yo, Boosie think he related to me the way he acting. he trying to be on his third account too.
Bro, he was just begging for his account back.
Yeah, and he was just begging now with these remarks that he's making. It ain't looking too hot for him right now.
Okay, so what he said? What he say? What's going on? Let's talk to the Loyal Noodles. Let's get right into it.
So Boosie, he defending DaBaby, right? But with defending DaBaby, he's taking shots at Lil Nas X. And one of the things that he said while he was speaking on Lil Nas X was saying that if he want clout or if he want to go viral, for him to suck a dick on stage. You know what I'm saying? But really his animosity comes from because Lil Nas X said that he wanna like dance naked or like perform naked for charity.
Oh, yeah. He said he'll strip for charity.
Yeah, so I mean,
which is what most civil servants do in those establishments, but okay. Okay, whatever.
And I have not been shy to donate.
I plead the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th.
If I'm not mistaken, I think of my young early days as a private, I might have taken out an AR loan.
Might have taken out a 0% interest APR loan.
Yes.
Just to pay somebody's rent and college tuition at said establishments.
So if you are a service member, you will donate to the AER fund because it goes towards soldiers like myself.
They give all their money to exotic dancers. Outstanding.
Absolutely, yeah. We support Black businesses over here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So okay. So we gonna rewind it a little bit. We jumped ahead, but Mel Puerto Rican. I got my New Yorkican roots. So we like to salsa from time to time. So you gotta take a step forward to take a step back. So
absolutely.
DaBaby, multi-platinum recording artist, is for those that don't know who DaBaby is. For our older listeners, he's a rap artist. He was at a concert called Rollin' Loud in Miami. He was performing. Performance from what the clips I seen, he had a great performance. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
The crowd was into it. He was lit. Like, I'm a fan, so I was like, okay, yeah, he did his thing. So. Sometimes the artists, they'll talk to the crowd. So while he was talking to the crowd, he was doing a call to action, as it's called in the business, in showbiz. It's called a call to action, something that you want the crowd to do. Like when we say, hey, go subscribe to our YouTube and follow us on Instagram, that's a call to action. So he was doing a call to action, but at concerts back in the day, they used to put lighters up. It's 2021. We got cell phones. We're going to do that. So he was like... First, he said, put a cell phone in the air if you don't have HIV or AIDS or any STDs. That was a little weird, but okay. Cool, right? Cool. Then like it went from weird to weirder. And he's like, if you're not sucking dick in the parking lot, put a phone in the air. And then like his team, his hype man kind of like kept feeding into it and was like, yo, niggas out here being suspect and all this other thing. So it seemed like he was kind of taking a shot at the LGBTQ plus community. So you already know.
That's big L.
That's one of the most protected communities in America right now.
Yeah, he wilding out with that one.
So for argument's sake, let's say that concert happened Friday, Saturday. By Sunday morning, DaBaby was worldwide trending for that. People were speaking out, whether they were defending him or not. I think T.I. came out and defended him. What's the old girl's name? Dua Lipa, the artist that he did the song with, Levitating.
Yeah.
She came out and was like, what the fuck? Like, that's not.
She was kind of disappointed.
Yeah, she was kind of like upset by like what he said. But, you know, like some celebrities do, they do like to entertain the clout sometimes just to address it. He was saying like, that's not what it was. Like he wasn't taking it to that part of life. Like he was just saying like, if you literally not sucking dick in the parking lot, put your damn life, put your phone in the air if you literally just not sucking dick. And that's the way I took it at first, because I was like, hold on, there's not only homosexual men sucking dick in the parking lot right now. Like,
you got some women, I mean, doing some sloppy top.
You know what I'm saying? Like, got the Gawk 3000 vacuum combo going on in the back seat. Like, nothing wrong with that. I support it. Go for it. Get yours. Really? I'm here for it. Hey, some people might not even be in the parking lot. They might be in the crowd.
Yeah.
They might be in the crowd. Like
a crowd like that, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Called Rolling Loud. You think there were sober people there? Like, the sober people were probably the minority group of people there.
Yeah.
So the comments, the clout, it was kind of weird, because it's like now it turns into like we said, like the LGBTQ plus community is one of the most protected communities. So you already know they was on it.
Yeah, they got Secret Service on their side.
Oh yeah, they do. we got him. We got him.
But you know, my thing is this, right? At what point do like an apology from a celebrity do we not accept it? I mean, even us, you know, like we're straight men, right? But like that community, at what point do they sit here and stand their ground and say, hey, look, we like you as an artist, but we're not gonna accept your apology? Because how many artists have fell through the same loophole and then they put out an apology, whether it be like, you know, their publicist issues it or they issue it? At what point do they sit here and say, hey, look, this person is legit canceled?
They got to set that standard. You know,
I mean, do you feel like he's a sincere person? Like his apology really like was sincere? Or do you think that was like his publicist like, hey, you about to lose a big bag?
Nah, I don't. I think he's a real genuine person. So
he's a real dude, all right. You know what I mean? Like from the interviews that I've seen and from like the little bit of things that I know about him, because you know he from North Carolina. You know, we was out there for a bit, me and you. You know what I mean? So you know, he's open to certain people, you know.
He seemed like a real genuine dude. So I took what he said like pretty seriously. So he's basically saying like, nah, like I rock with my fans. Like, I do a lot for my fans. Like, yo, a video just surfaced where I think like he was late to a concert or something to that effect, but he basically wanted to keep performing after the concert was over. So he paid out of pocket. The story was like he paid out of pocket to keep performing. So I'm like,
give them their time back. That's dope. Yeah.
That's good clout. You know what I'm saying? That's
the stand-up move right there. I can respect that.
Yeah. So stuff like that. But then like he's basically saying like, no, like that's all I was doing was just a call to action. Like I wasn't coming for any of my fans or anything like that. He's like, I'm well aware that I have fans from different communities and I'm not about to sit here and disrespect or call them out like that. Like, so I think where the conversation really gets like interesting and really takes off is now we're going to circle back to where we were. Boosie came on and was basically like defending DaBaby, even though like he was on DaBaby side for what it seemed like what DaBaby said. I can't say defending DaBaby because DaBaby came out and was like, nah, that wasn't even what it was.
Yeah, I think he defended him, but more so like he wanted to get his own thing out and just use DaBaby as an scapegoat or like, hey, I'm a shadow or something, because in his defense, it just seemed more like triggered and like a target to Lil Nas X. I mean,
I see what he's saying. I get it. But isn't this the same fucking dude that had a strippers at his son's birthday party and paid one of them to fuck his son?
Might be a new Boosie account, but that's the same Boosie.
Yeah. How the fuck does that differentiate? You just paid someone to statutory rape your son. That's illegal in I think every state, but don't quote me on that. But
so you have a hate towards people being gay and expressing themselves openly as gay, but you don't have a issue with your child being raped.
So you cool with that? That's you paying for it to happen.
And and the sad thing about it, right, is that if you look at that situation right there, right, within the Black community, all the time, this is always said, they will shame the gay person, isolate them, like pretty much like kick them off the island, right?
Basically.
But they'll hide the rapists. But like that is a thing, man, in the Black culture, man, where like we shoo away the gay, like, nah, get out of here, you're not part of this family, how dare you? But then we want to cover up for the pedophiles or the rapists, like, nah, they family. Don't judge them off that. And I mean, they made a mistake.
It's quiet out here.
It's quiet hours. I mean,
I know we got off topic, but I think Boosie is absolutely out of his fucking mind.
Yeah.
Because you really like slandering this gay man, another Black man. Because I know Boosie done said like Black people need to support each other and this, that, and the third. So Black people need to support each other as long as you're not gay. That's what Boosie's saying. So it's like, what's the point? Like, how does that make it any different? You okay with a prostitute having sex with your son that you paid for and basically facilitated, but a grown man like Lil Nas X that is an entertainer, an artist, a singer, songwriter, all types of other things, like he's a creative mind that pushes the envelope, like, hey, I'm here for it. Push that fucking envelope. I don't gotta agree with your creative direction, but hey, do you, bro? That man is he's successful. So what I'm gonna say? I'm sitting here in my house.
Successful Black man. I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Boosie want to tear him down, but what's crazy too, though, right? Look where Boosie is from, and you got a problem with gay people. I could be wrong. Y'all correct me in the comments, but
I got you.
If you go to New Orleans and you go to Bourbon Street, you go to one side of Bourbon Street, one section of it, and it's nothing but gay people that having a good old time, a blast. And I'm pretty sure with him being from Louisiana, all them gay folks support his music. They love him.
He's from Baton Rouge. He's from Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge, you know what I mean?
So it's weird. Yeah. Like, I don't know. That's not. I'll tell you what. Like, that's not, at least for me. And from the way Mel is talking, for us for these two Good Noodles, that's not Good Noodles approved, bro.
Nah, definitely not. It ain't.
He wild for that. So loyal noodles that are listening, new noodles, loyal noodles. If you listening, if you watching, you got something to say about this topic, it's on Facebook, comment. It's on Instagram, comment. It's on YouTube, comment. Just hit us up. Let us know your thoughts on DaBaby's comments at Rolling Loud and Boosie's reaction and the support, anything we said, the support of the Black community. If we said some shit that triggered you, yo, let us know. Let's talk about it.
Absolutely.
So, moving on, we're gonna talk about a debate that randomly came up, like kind of resurfaced, I guess you could say. Like it was kind of, I don't mind it. I'm here for it, but it was kind of weird. So, for those that watch Power Stars, on the Stars movie app or however you stream it legally or illegally, shout out to you. Send me the link though. Nah, never mind. We'll just keep using Isaac Stars app. Shout out to everybody that has an account that be spreading love with the homies.
Login.
All of it. So shout out to Isaac Buruga Papi Champu Moretta. So the debate was basically who broke up the family, Tasha versus Ghost. Now, Mel, you said who?
Tasha, definitely.
Okay, that's good. That's good that you said that because I definitely did not say Tasha. So it's good because I didn't want us both to be on the same side.
Yeah.
But so the debate is who broke up the family? The family of Ghost, Tariq, their daughter, Tasha. Who broke up the family? Who is to blame? Who is responsible? I go first since the Loyal Noodles already, you already told the Loyal Noodles, but I'm gonna say Ghost broke up the family. And here's why. I'm not just gonna say Ghost, he's gonna say Tasha, then we're gonna move on. That's not how this works. Defeats the whole purpose of the podcast. So I'm gonna say Ghost for the simple fact that my man's really, really dead ass fell in love with the side chick. Like my man's really like rekindled an old flame randomly one night in the club. Not only is she a side chick, but she's also the ops. She is a whole op. And you fell in love with the op. For those that don't know, that is a slang term for opposition. It is a noun. He fell in love with the ops. He fell in love with Angela and basically like was in a whole side life with her while he was married to Tasha and had a family. Like, so Tasha and Ghost, they were Ghost basically, he was the neighborhood dope boy with Kanan and all that other shit. That's a whole different conversation. But then, he got older, he got a family, he got nice things. So basically my man wanted to go legit. He wanted a clean income and things like that. So he was trying to get out the game. He was going to do that through his club, like whatever. Definite. If you don't know what money laundering is, watch this damn show. You're going to be the subject matter expert on money laundering if you don't know what that is. So I had to explain it to somebody and I just told them, like, to make it easy for you, just watch Power and you'll know exactly what money laundering is. Boom, right there. So he's tired of, laundering money. He's tired of being in the life. So he's trying to get out, create an even better life for his family who was living pretty good even when the show started. So let's not ignore that part. So basically Tasha like was kind of like, no, like not really with the shits. And I'm like, that makes no sense. Now, but I'm going to still say it's Ghost that broke up the family because listen, if you're going to be the head of the table, if you're going to be the head honcho in your family, it's not just about my way or the highway. Like if the family is saying no, like I feel like it's up to you to not manipulate, but influence them and do what you can to elaborate to see so that they can see your vision, so that they can see it that way. And if like you got to figure that out. Like you can't just be the head of the table and then just be like, oh, word, you don't want that, then fuck it, this marriage is over. Like my man literally said one of the coldest lines in cinematic history. When if you ain't watch it by now, just fucking stop listening to this segment. Fast forward a few minutes because we going through all the spoilers. Fucking Angela died, and this nigga looked dead at Tasha, his wife, and said, he's talking to his wife, people. He looked her dead in her eyes. It was like, Tasha, have some respect. I just lost the love of my life.
Yo,
that's one of the coldest lines in cinematic history. Like
ruthless.
Ghost James St. Patrick is a savage, bro. Yes. So I'm gonna say Ghost off of that right there. Like my man fell in love not only with the side chick, but she's also the op. Like she could end everything. Like so there's conflict there that creates the storyline. So fucking go watch it, people. If you haven't watched it, what are you doing with your life? So it's crazy, but I'm gonna say Ghost, bro. Every time I'm gonna say Ghost.
I don't know, cause like when I first watched the show, right, I thought that Tasha not only being beautiful, but I thought that like she was such a rider, like that ride or die chick, that
definitely
chick with
a thoroughbred,
like goes strong for her man, like I'm with you like 1000%. But at the same time, like she couldn't let go of the old Ghost. You know, like he wanted to no longer be Ghost. He wanted to be St. Patrick. She didn't want St. Patrick. She wanted Ghost. And that's what he found with Angela. He found somebody that he feel like he can elevate with, and he can go the clean route, and he can provide for his kids in a better way to leave things behind for them. So he wanted to better his life, and Tasha didn't want it. She didn't want that. She wanted the old Ghost. She still wanted him to be out in the streets doing dirty things and you know getting that unpromised check pretty much because you know any day lights is out, you know, with that game right there. So then for me, it was only through I guess speculations or like her not being able to trust him would led her to like try to mess with the young boy,
Oh,
right?
that's right.
Yeah,
When she
yeah.
fucked.
So before she knew that he was
Wasn't it, didn't she technically fuck with him before Ghost started fucking with Angela?
exactly, and
I see
to
your
be
point
fair
now.
to Angela, even though she was the op, she kept that under wraps
Facts.
from him.
Facts.
You know, so
She played her position.
yeah, yeah. So she, you know, so the old feelings came back, you know, that the ghost had, and then she kind of like she didn't know that Ghost was in a drug game. She knew Ghost as the, you know, the club owner. So for her, sky's the limits for him. And he hears that and he's like, yo, this isn't somebody who
This is
wants
what I
me.
want. This is
And
what I
it's my
want.
elevate. She's like, yo, Jamie, you could do whatever you set your mind to. Like, I'm proud of you. And then you go home to somebody who don't want you to better yourself. Bro, I don't know. So you're like,
But think about this, Mel, because you said like Tasha was a ride or die.
yes, absolutely.
Like it's not even like from memory. Like it's just you watch the show and you gonna see Tasha was legit a ride or die. There
Yeah.
was one point in time where Angie was getting close to basically finding out who Ghost is. And fucking Tasha is the mastermind behind all of it, trying to like keep the distance and keep Angela engaged, but keep Ghost as Ghost and not James St. Pat. Like she was a ride or die, bro. She was a beast, bro.
I hated Angela, right? Wasn't sad. Wasn't sad that she died. Um,
You're heartless.
but let's take looks away, right? Because to me, Tasha looked better. So you know what I mean. But taking looks away, right? And we're going off of personality, character, and all that good stuff.
Okay.
If you had to choose somebody to be by your side, who would it be?
I'm not gonna hold you. To answer your question in an unbiased way, I would say Tasha because like Angela was like, you know, she was with the shits. She played her position. You know, like she wanted him to get out. She was, you know, obviously like when his marriage was falling apart or whatever, like she was with the shits. But like, I don't know, like just some of the decisions that she would make, you know, like whether it be with her job or with James or whatever, it was just like that was fucking dumb.
Yeah.
That was stupid. Like, why would you do that? But Tasha just seemed like Tasha, like her shit really like got fucked up, and she really became an idiot to me once Tariq started getting involved in shit. Like that was to me, that was when Tasha became a
Yeah.
fucking bozo.
Yo,
Like you're dumb.
he pissed me off. Like, why would you want your son in the game?
That's what I'm saying. Like
He
it
is
was
even bigger bozo because he had that silver spoon fed to him. Like you had no business being in the street. You didn't need to go to the street. Excuse me. All you had to do was play your part, do good in school, and life was set for you.
so you think Tariq could be thrown in there like that? He broke up the family too.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, bro.
I think someone could
You
make
see,
a
you see,
great
you see what he did with it to his sister, man. How that happened?
fucking scumbag, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you though. That was like one of the few things that Tariq did that I was like, nah, fuck Tariq. But mostly everything else, I'm like, nah. He's literally like, y'all tried to shelter this kid his whole life. He found out y'all was basically lying to him about how y'all got to where you were. So now you know you broke that trust or whatever, and he's just basically trying to become you. Like you were his example his whole life.
Yeah.
So that now when he finds out who you really are, he wants to become you. But then, you know, you got the snakes and the snakes in the grass that manipulated that the way that they did, where he wanted to become you so much that he hated you.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, you know, but that was just through the manipulation of others and things like that. But
could you have hated your father that much, keeping that lifestyle away from you?
I hate my father now, but
I mean, I know I know why you hate your father. If Ghost was your dad, and he kept that lifestyle away from you so that you don't go down that route, how mad would you be at him?
Yeah. I don't know, man, because I feel like as a kid, as an adolescent, as a teenager, young adult, I would understand the shelter.
Yeah.
But I feel like I think what really fucked it up is how Tariq found out. But to answer your question, like I would be mad. I would be mad. But I would just have that conversation, like, yo, look, Pops, like I understand I'm young and you got a plan for me and everything, but like I'm gonna need transparency from you. Like how did we get to where we were as a family? Like, what did you do? Like, why don't you want me in it? Even if it's obvious, obviously.
Yeah.
Why would I want my son? And Ghost wasn't selling nickels and dimes, bro.
Like, nah, he was moving them things by the truckload.
He was moving weight, boy.
All right, so now when it comes to teaching the game, what game would you have rather Ghost teach you? The club owner life or the drug life?
I'm not gonna hold you both. Cause it was some real money making moves to be running the shit through the club and whatnot. But I can understand, like, you want the legitimacy of your wealth and whatnot. So I would want him to put me on to the club scene and the real estate. Like my man was about to be a politician. Like the nigga was about to be like a elected official or some shit. So I'm like, yes, put me on that game. Yes, put me on that.
Yeah, like you know, like I get the frustration and the anger from, you know, being sheltered to, like, you know, not knowing who your parents truly are, you know, and you know, as the parents, you know, they raise you on this, excuse me, being honest, telling the truth, you know, like knowing where you come from, humble beginnings and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And you are keeping a big part of your life away from your child. At what cost though? Because you know you want to protect them. I mean, you want to shelter them, but at the same time, you should want to let them know, like, hey, this is where I came from. This is what I've been through to get where I'm at. And maybe he would have had a different type of respect or an approach to his dad, you know. So it's
that's
kind
what
of
I'm saying. You got to have that transparency.
At the same time, like, damn, like this dude wanted to kill his pops. I mean, well, killed his pops.
Right,
I mean,
right.
I don't know, man. Like, damn, that kid. Bro, I legit, like, maybe until the second book is where I didn't hate him.
Nah, I fucked with Tariq. I think the whole end of Power Stars, I was mad at him for that shit because all of that was because there was no transparency between him and Ghost. He didn't know who to trust. He didn't know if he could trust Ghost. Like, so it was like, okay, cool. So it was like, I don't know, that and the whole sister thing.
Are you telling me that you didn't want Tommy to throw his little ass off the roof when he tried to finesse them boys and to paying old buddy to act like he kidnapped him?
High key, yes. I wanted him to knock him.
Bro, I wanted Tommy to throw him off the roof.
Yeah, I wanted Tommy to really like ice him. Like, I really wanted Tommy to clap him. I'm not gonna hold you. Yeah, like Tommy hot head ass. Like, I really wanted him to clap Tariq. Like, but like I don't know. I still think it was Ghost that broke up the family. Now, I'm not saying Tasha was perfect and she was flawless across the board because she was doing some fucking dumb shit. But
yeah,
I think if there was one person to blame, if we had to pick one, because they all contributed, Tariq, Tasha, everybody that's not even in the family, obviously, fucking Angela, Kanan, Tommy, they all contributed to the downfall of the family, the St. Patrick family. I'm gonna say it was Ghost, just for the simple fact that, like, you already put yourself in a position outside of the marriage. Like, you wanted this life for yourself and your family. Angela was with it. You put yourself in a position to invest more in Angela than in your family. So it's like, what you doing, bro? Like see now if you was just if you wasn't home and shit like that because you was trying to make the club legit and all this other shit, I get that part. But you wasn't. You was out, doing awesome nasty shit with Angela.
Like, so I think that he might have broke up the family. I mean, I think I would agree with you on that one. That he might have broke up the family, but I think personally, I think Tasha destroyed it.
Oh, you think she kind of like he created the crack and she ripped it apart?
Yeah, I think he might have put a little tear on his shirt and she went with the thread and
she went with the Hulk Hogan. I had to have a nerd reference in there,
bro. Like, how you try to get down with the driver just to get the info? Like, how you stoop that low?
Yo, she was
wild, bro. And that little nephew,
that's my little man's, and then
you gotta think about it, like, if that's like his little nephew, that's like your little nephew.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird.
And we ain't gonna play him innocent because he had a little crush on her and she took advantage of that.
Oh, definitely.
I mean? So, I mean, hey, look, man, it's a dog-eat-dog world, and it was all out to get something.
Okay, so I can understand. I think everyone is to blame, but if we had to pick one, Mel's going with Tasha, I'm going with Ghost. Most of the loyal noodles that voted on Instagram, they actually went with Tasha as well. There's obviously no forum to explain fully, but I'm gonna see if I get to the bottom of that. I know I'm at a disadvantage, but that's cool. I'm still rocking with Ghost. I still think it was his fault that family broke up. You the head of the table, bro. You gotta when the team is winning, it's the wife. The wife gets the credit when the team is winning. But when the team is down bad and everything, it's on you, head honcho.
I think he outgrew Tasha.
That's what it was. She was reliving the glory days, and he trying to level up.
Varsity days. I mean, she kept wanting him to wear that varsity jacket.
Yeah, not that suit jacket.
He had bigger plans in life, and she couldn't see that.
And okay, so to get away from power, but just some quick relationship talk on the Good Noodles podcast. Tune in for more relationship advice. You guys know Mel gives the best relationship advice.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, we have no evidence whatsoever of Mel giving terrible relationship advice. So since we have you here, we might as well talk about some relationship shit. So you just said she was stuck in the past. He was trying to level up. So in a relationship, let's take it back to normal people, because not everybody is moving weight out here in these streets. Not everybody's moving weight and got a beautiful ass apartment on the Lower East Side of Manhattan.
Some of us is getting up to do PT.
Yeah, some of you know what I'm saying? Like some of us getting up to do PT just for some TRICARE. So when that happens in a relationship, when it seems like one person like can't let go of the glory days, or they trying to live in the past, where it just seems like they're stagnant in life, and the other person is trying to level up and trying to do things, like how do you feel that affects a relationship?
I mean, it does a great deal of damage, because sometimes it's like, bringing somebody's past up could do a lot of damage to them.
Man, that's a great point.
And it is, like it's no different than somebody who has like a drug abuse, and now they talking about them being clean and them out there job hunting or finding a great job. And every time you see them, here you are, hey man, I'm so glad you bounced back from that. Or hey man, like how you feeling? Because I know back in the days you was bad, and those type of people you want to stay away from. And then you got those people, hey man, glad to see you doing good. Oh, you looking good. How's life? How's the new job? You want to stick to them. They don't remind you of your past.
Yeah.
So sitting here and I wanna level up. I wanna do new things. I want to try new things. Then I need who I'm with to just respect that and support that. I don't need somebody to be like, oh, but we used to do this. Oh, that's how we used to do it. It's how I used to do it. This is what I'm used to. And that's fine. But it's time for new things. Some people, they got to find that balance. You have to know if you're the type of person who likes routine or if you like changes. So
yes, sir.
If you
yes, sir.
if you're okay with going into McDonald's, meeting a girl who's on fries, dating her, 4 years later she's still on fries, and you okay with that, then that's your balance.
That's your
But
comfort. That's your comfort.
if you that guy, yeah, that's your comfort. Yeah, if you that guy, you sit here and say, look, I'm gonna talk to this girl. She on fries today, but in a few years, her ass better be the manager.
I'm
You know what I'm
saying she
saying?
better own a few McDonald's.
Exactly, right. So if you that type of person, you have to know that, and you have to know who you getting with. You can't just say like, you know what, she look like she might be lazy. She like she not the type to go out and get it, but she beautiful, so I'm gonna fuck with her. You selling yourself short.
You said you settling, my guy.
And
You know what
then
I'm saying?
you can't fuck with somebody who when they get up, they stop fucking with you. And I don't want to use Isaac as an example, but Isaac would fit that. He 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 found the love of his life. Know what I mean?
Fucking bro stealer is what
The
she
love of his
is.
life. Know what I mean? And decided that we were no longer good for him. I'm hurt. Yo, listen, Isaac is like my brother. I had to hit Willie up to see if Isaac had the same number.
Yo, fam, Isaac, yeah, but and we gonna let Isaac defend himself on the next episode, but we gonna talk shit while he's not here, and he gonna watch later.
Yeah. Nah, just to be clear, I love Isaac. I'm happy for him, and I'm happy.
Facts.
Shout
out to Isaac. Shout out to Kayla. Shout out to the beautiful bouquet of kids they got at the crib. Shout out to them.
Listen, let me tell you something. When one of your boys find love and they happy and life is just going good for them, like what can you do but be happy? You feel me?
I know Isaac is happy because that nigga is snatched right now, bro.
Listen, he got promoted. He done found the love of his life. Body is snatched intact. You feel me? Like, man.
Yo, he don't got the depression skinny no more. He got the happy relationship weight now. Now my man looking healthy and shit.
Isaac was looking like a Tootsie Roll lollipop before.
I'm telling you, bro.
now his bottom half is matching the top half.
Yo, I swear, Isaac looked like you just stuck a pear with 2 toothpicks. It was like, yo, this Isaac, right?
He looked like a Mr. Potato Head.
Another thing going on in the world right now, and this was actually some barbershop talk earlier today when I was getting my haircut. We was talking about this at the barbershop, but we didn't really get into like what I was gonna say because like barbershop talk is like 30 heads in one conversation. So you gotta get your pistol shots in and get in quick and then get out. So I'm gonna give you the headline. I'm gonna give you the facts of the story, and then we're gonna talk about it. So Simone Biles and Naomi Osaka are the talk of the Olympic town right now. Naomi Osaka is unbelievably talented in the world of tennis. She has knocked off Serena Williams several times, not just once, but several times. She has knocked off Serena Williams, who is at the tail end of her very well decorated career. So Naomi Osaka, she's an up-and-coming tennis player. She is Japanese and Haitian. So she gets a lot of publicity just off the rip, just off because of that right there. So she's obviously representing Team Japan in the Olympics right now. So she's at the home games right now. Before the Olympics, she dropped out from a major tournament in the world of tennis. Tennis is just a bunch of tournaments and shit like the US Open and the Australia Open and Wimbledon and things like that. It's actually like a hidden interest of mine. Like I fucking love tennis. I think tennis is so dope. I can't watch it all the time because my wife hates the squeaking of their sneakers. So if she's not here, I'm definitely like sneaking in some tennis. It's like porn. I gotta watch it when no one's around. Volume's on 2. I just don't do nothing weird while I'm watching tennis. I swear, y'all. So Naomi Osaka, she voluntarily dropped from the tournaments, like a major tournament. I think it was like the US Open. She voluntarily dropped from the tournament right before the Olympics and took a break. like in the middle of the tournament. I think it was like in the first round. Like she just dropped, like, and then, you know, they had to adjust the brackets and shit. So her reason was her mental health. Okay, pause, boom, moving forward. Simone Biles, one of the most decorated Olympians ever.
We gonna have to give back the GOAT title.
Yeah. Like, you know, one of, if not the greatest gymnast of like all time. I can't give you a top 5, I'll be honest, but yeah. She's very well decorated.
Top 5, she's on it, and she ain't the 5.
she's ain't 2 through 5. That's all I know.
You feel me? Exactly.
That's all I know. So she is the talk of the town right now because she dropped from the Olympics in the no bullshit, in the middle of the Olympics. They were about to go for the medal round, and she dropped. She just did what none of the good noodles ever do. She just pulled out. She bam, she pulled out something none of us know how to do. You know what I'm saying? Like so you know, like she just dropped. So her thing, so at first they tried to cover it and was like, oh, it's a knee injury or something. No, she came out and just said, like, nope, it's not an injury. This is just mental health. So I think what triggered it was she went for I don't want to call it a trick, but she went for a thing. I don't know what they're called. She did her jump on the vault. And like she landed kind of weird or some shit like that, but it was a phenomenal fucking flip. It was crazy. They got to play the shit in slow motion for me to really know what the fuck they did. But so she did it the way she landed or something like that, or like she got points deducted, or she didn't get certain points from the judges because of the difficulty of her trick. I'm no subject matter expert on the rules and regulations of Olympic gymnastics, but from what I'm told, their score is based on the difficulty of the trick. Like if someone goes up there and flawlessly does one backflip, okay, you did the trick flawlessly, but that's not hard to do at all. So your score is not going to be that high. So it's based on the trick that they're doing or whatever. So basically, like the points were a little jaded or a little like flawed because of the trick that she did. And she didn't really do it to standard for herself. So based on that, she felt like she didn't perform the way she wanted to because, you know, like her head wasn't in it, or like she was just really taken back by that incident or whatever. So she basically this is like one of the headliners for the whole Olympics. This is a global competition, and she is one of the headliners. Like there are dozens of events taking place daily. And when she steps on the floor, all eyes are on her. All eyes are on Naomi Osaka. Like all eyes are on Team USA men's basketball. Like all eyes are on these people right here. And she was just like, no, I'm not doing it. My mental health isn't there. I'm taking a step back. She supported her team. She thinks her team could still go for the gold, which I think they didn't. I think they placed silver actually. So basically, like, are we moving to a generation now where like mental health is more of a priority now? Like, can we say mental health is becoming a priority, or could we go with the narrative and be like, nah, y'all motherfuckers are soft? Could we do that?
You know, I don't want to say that anybody's soft if they truly haven't, you know, anything to do with mental health, right? But I think now it's being taken more seriously, you know, like you know, some people may use that as an scapegoat, right? Or some people might legit, you know, have that mental breakdown. And if you really look at it, man, like I think a lot of people have actually like, you know, like played through those type of breakdowns and then play their best, and you know, felt the backlash to the media. And when you think about it, man, we all human, you know. So now I feel like athletes they feel like they're more in charge, or like they have like more of a say so in their career versus what the media, the fans, the owners have to say. So I feel like now they feel like, you know what, I'm not gonna play if I don't feel like playing, you know. And if it's the mental thing, I respect her. You know, same with Naomi, I respect her as well. I mean, when we think about it, these women have really what to prove. You know, like Naomi has beaten the best. Miss Biles has done it all. Like I think like she's like the most decorated. So
Yeah, I
if
think I think she's like literally up there with Michael Phelps if she hasn't passed him already.
yeah,
Like
so
she's one of the
if
most decorated Olympians
so
ever.
that's like, you know, like not to shy away from the women, you know, but that's like LeBron. If LeBron today told you that he didn't want to play next season because he's going through mental health, are we gonna look at him as he's weak? Are we gonna look at him like he's scared to compete? No, this dude's been dominating
Yes,
the league.
yes, the LeBron haters are gonna do it.
Yeah.
You
Like
already know.
I'm not the biggest fan of LeBron. You feel me? Because like to me, you know, MJ is the GOAT. So, but I respect his craft. I respect his game. Like he's still one of my top favorite players. But I'm not putting him over Michael. You know what I mean? No sir. But if he sat here and be like, "Yo, I'm having a mental breakdown. I need my space." I'm not me personally. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, this dude is scared of the game." I don't think he is. You know what I mean?
I don't think so. I don't think it's
You
them
know,
being
like
scared of the competition.
yeah, you know, like I mean, man, look, it could just be, you know, he's getting older. He like, hey, I'm gonna slow it down. I'm gonna take care of me. Like Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade, you know, he was like, yo, I'm older. This game is not for me no more. This is for the younger dudes. You know, he said
Yeah,
out of.
yeah.
But for Naomi and Simone, man, like them dropping out for me, I don't look at them no differently. You know what I mean? I still feel like they winners. I still feel like they champions. You got to take care of yourself. You got
They're
to take care.
young too. They're pretty
They
young.
young.
I think
Yo,
Simone Biles is like only 22.
yeah, it's young. I
She young.
mean,
She got
you
a
could
few
come
more
next
Olympics
year.
left.
You could come back next year stronger. You know what I mean? You could come back better. You know, like I mean, I don't want to say it's just a gold medal, but it's just a gold medal. We talking about your life here.
Facts. So
You know what I'm saying?
Naomi Osaka is 23 years old. She
Wow.
has plenty of time. And
Yes.
Simone Biles is 24. They both have at least, honestly, if they take care of their body and shit, they both individually have at least 2 or 3 more Olympics to perform in.
Yeah, I don't understand how people who sitting on the couch like myself is gonna sit here and call them cowards or
Yo.
weak for not competing. Like,
And listen, loyal noodles. This isn't us just trying to create a narrative that people are talking shit. We were just watching the video of somebody of a group. Like it was like a compilation, like a highlight tape of
mm-hmm.
people literally slandering these women because of them wanting to focus on their mental health and not the sport. Like they're calling them soft. This generation is soft, and they don't know how to take care of their mental health. Like this is the Olympics. Like why would you back out? Like you're a coward. Why would you back out on your team? And I'm not gonna hold you. I get it. I get it.
Yeah,
Like
no, I
it's
get
it's
it.
the, it's the Olympics. Why the
Yeah,
fuck?
you want the best of the best to be there representing USA. So when one of the greats, one of the best, don't show up or doesn't want to show up, you're gonna feel away. You know what I'm saying? Even if they do show up and they don't play well, you're gonna feel away. You know,
Yeah.
but at what cost do you sit here and say, hey, you know what? I respect this person. I understand this person. You know, when they sit here and tell you, hey, it's my mental health. Like I cannot. I don't. I'm more of a like of a what do you call it? Like you're getting more in the way than anything. You know, like well, how she
Yeah.
felt. She felt she was doing more damage by being on the
Yeah,
team.
so she felt like she was hurting their chances if she stays.
Yeah.
Like she said she would like she's like I can't. I would be hurting their chances of getting gold. So she made it a team thing. She was like
Yep.
I think the team can still do it. We have a
Mhm.
great team here and I think they can get the gold. But right now, I think with my mental health right now, I would be in the way
Yeah.
if
So you know,
if I were to keep going.
like at what point do you respect her? You know, like you respect her if she knows that
So
she has an issue and she still, you know, fights through it and they still lose and you sit here and say, oh, she should have took care of that. or she shouldn't have participated? She shouldn't have been there if she knew she had this issue? Or do you not respect the fact that she sit here and say, hey, look, I'm going to be more damaged than good if I compete, so I back out now?
So where's the art of perseverance? Where does that take place? And I understand before they jump on my neck, I understand you training for the fucking Olympics. That's perseverance right there. Like, okay, you have to go through a bunch of qualification prerequisites and all this other things, and literally spend your whole living life preparing for this moment just to say, hey, I'm gonna step away. To me, part of me is like, where's the art of perseverance? Like, you have to get through that. Like, like, let's rewind to Kobe tearing his Achilles. I'm gonna still shoot these free throws. Like, let's rewind to Giannis Antetokounmpo hyperextending his knee, coming back, winning the whole championship. Like, where's the art of perseverance? However,
Jordan and with the flu.
My man got the flu. He dying.
He had a flu or a stomach bug, and he said, "Yo, I'm playing,"
and balled the fuck out. So, where's the art of perseverance in that? However, I get it. Kyrie Irving, nah, dog. This is just a game. I love this. I love this game. I love playing this game, but I love my mental health too. I need to protect that as well. So I'm supportive of them protecting themselves and taking care of themselves or whatever, but I still just feel like you should have stepped away sooner. Like, Kyrie should have took the season off as opposed to randomly coming in and out the season. The Nets big three only played like 9 or 10 games. Like, they didn't play that many games together.
Like 9 games together.
Yeah, so that doesn't help. And then Kawhi Leonard load management. Like, I get it. Take care of you. But I don't know. I'm torn because I fully support the concept of taking care of your mental health. I fully support that concept. I just don't support it when you've already committed to the team. Like, you already said, I'm gonna be there for y'all in the Olympics. Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, so maybe if they was allowed to smoke weed, Simone Biles would have been straight. Her and her homegirl, they'd have been all right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you think at some point pressure can even like top the greats?
Yes. No one is exempt. When I talk to my peers and soldiers at work, and we're talking about mental health and suicide and things like that, I tell them all the time, nobody is exempt. The president of the United States is not exempt from mental health issues. He is not exempt from stress, depression, anxiety, any of that. He's not exempt from it just because he's the president of the United States of America. Fucking Vladimir Putin, whatever fucking name is, he's not exempt. Like, anybody, like, these people are not exempt from mental health issues. So I think it is very important that they take care of it. There's also an off season in most sports for them to do so. So you couldn't dog it out. Like, we are at the Olympics. We're here. This is the end until in 3 years. I know we're doing the 2020 Olympics. So we got 3 years to the 2024 Olympics. You couldn't dog it out another few days. Like, I'm saying, you couldn't just go home, sleep it off, stretch, do some yoga, drink some water, get back in the gym, practice, get ready. Like, I don't like you couldn't do that. Like, I don't know. I kind of see it where it's just like soft. But I'm not gonna call her out on it. I'm not. I
don't want to be that guy to sit here and be like, 'cause I'm in the military, and we deploy and we go through mental health issues, we go through stress, depression, and in the combat zone, you can't call out. The next day,
man, I wish.
The next day, you still going outside the wire.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that happens day in, day out there. So I can understand why some people would say it's soft, it's weak, or whatever, and stuff like that. But then again, those women, they're not in the military. I mean,
they all have something that they're diligently working towards, and I get that. I respect it. But I'm gonna also say this to those people that were talking shit, like on the, I didn't catch the names, but it says the topic was, or the headline was, right-wing media attacks Simone Biles for prioritizing mental health. And Mel kind of said it, but it's easy for me to talk shit. I'm sitting on my couch.
Yeah.
Hold on. You mean to tell me from your little office chair and your microphone and headphones that you talking shit about an Olympic athlete, a very well decorated Olympic athlete? This isn't her first Olympics. Mm-hmm. This wasn't her first go at it. She has already proved she is elite. She has already proved I'm a fucking problem on that mat. Mm-hmm. She's already proved that. I think she has afforded herself to fucking be like, nah, I'm gonna sit this one out. Like, what? It's weird. Like, I think that part of sports analogy and certain things like that is really fucking funny, because you have sports analysts and journalists and radio personalities that literally their whole job is to sit here and break down these athletes and how they play and whatnot. But you're doing it from behind a desk.
Yeah, you know what? We have the right to say what we feel. Yes, so you made sense. Yeah, we can say what we feel.
Thank you, Mel, for bringing me back in, because I was kind of distancing ourselves. Thank you, Mel.
Yeah.
So like it's we behind a desk, but it's just how I feel. Like people watching it, and they probably shaking their head like, "Yo, facts. Like, why the fuck? Why?" That's my thing. I'm not 1,000% on her side. I'm like 900%.
Oh no, I mean, no, like I'm on her side as far as like if it's mental health concern, and you got to take off and it's legit. But then there's a part of me that feels that the pressure came. The world's been calling you to go. You've been calling yourself to go.
You folding now.
And now you might have folded a bit. Now you probably sat here like, damn, like this is a different type of Olympics. You know what I mean? There's people who's probably just as good as me, or somebody who might just show out and be better. And I might be the reason why we lose after I've been goated already, So
this dude called her. He called her selfish. He called her immature. And he said she was an embarrassment to the country.
Damn.
Like, bruh, that motherfucking went hand. Like, I'm gonna get his name, but if I can't find his name while we're doing this episode, go over to our Instagram at Good Noodles Podcast to check out the video that I posted.
Yeah, he went off on her. He went wild. I mean, but everybody's entitled to their own opinion, So he said what he said, just like we saying what we saying, and it is what it is, Until you're officially in that person's shoes, you're not gonna know what's officially going on. Everything right now is just opinion and speculation. You know what I mean?
That's it. So she wakes up every morning to be a gymnast. Some people wake up every morning to critique her, and that's just That's just.
She also wakes up to be a millionaire.
Shorty,
and if you listening to this, Miss Simone Biles, me and Willie Knight would like to take you out on lunch and chop it up with you.
Yeah. Two different lunches, one in Alaska, one in Cali. There's some good spots in Barstow.
Yeah. We like to interview you.
Facts. Come through. We'll slide in the DMs. We'll invite you to the Good Noodles podcast. You want to come and talk to the loyal noodles about how you feel. Come through. Mm-hmm. Olympic gold medalist Simone Biles on the Good Noodles podcast. Talk about it. They don't even know.
We got to make it happen. We got to have a come on here.
Oh, we reaching out. We gonna have the PR team reach out.
Yeah. We gonna definitely slide in her inbox and hit up.
We'll make sure we send the goodest noodle to do it, so we know we slide in her inbox for the right reasons.
If you had me going there, I'm gonna ask her to see her feet.
Yeah, you. Like, bro, stay focused, fam.
I'm like, I know you've been on your feet a lot, girl. Let me see the toes.
Yeah, right. Like samples, I just want to smell them.
Fresh off the mat.
You know what I'm saying? It smells like baby powder. All right, so that brings us to the conclusion of this Thirsty Thursday episode. And we appreciate you. We was here for a minute. We didn't plan on being here this long, but it's been a minute since we had Melly Mel on the show.
Yeah.
My man has some things that we wanted to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Tune in to the next episode of the Good Noodles Podcast, where we're all gonna be present. Inshallah.
All four.
If it is in the will of the universe, if it will allow us, we'll all be on the show. We got some things that we still need to talk about. Plenty of things that's going on in the world that the Good Noodles want to talk about with the Loyal Noodles. So tune in. If you're already here, you either already listening or you're already watching. So you might as well hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. If you really feeling froggy, then go ahead and leap in the comment section. Leave a few comments. Tell us that we are garbage, we're trash, we be talking some dumb shit. Tell us what you agree with, what you disagree with. Tell us that the Good Noodles Podcast is the best podcast of all time. Feel free to say that.
Yeah. And another thing, look, the first Good Noodle to share this clip on a story is getting this hat.
Right there. Boom.
Getting this hat. I'm sending it to you. Hop in the inbox, say, hey, I shared it. Show us the proof. I'm gonna send it to wherever you at.
Boom. We're gonna see the timestamps. Make sure you include the timestamps.
Yep.
So we can make sure he gonna sign it and send it. Boom.
Yep.
That's it. Right
straight from Alaska. Look, Alaska hat.
Boom. The moose actually met him at the airport when he landed. So before we go, I know we gave some real good relationship advice before. But as you guys know, Mel don't miss when it comes to this relationship advice. So Mel, let the fellas know. How do they know that she's the one? Some of them might have their doubts. They don't know. They just need that guidance from Melly Mel. So talk to him, Mel. How they know she's the one?
Fellas, my kings, my compadres, listen up here. This is how you know she's the one. If you've been living with her for 10 years, y'all share 2 kids together, and she understands why you don't want to rush things and start dating. If she can respect that, she's the one.
That's how you know she's the one. But you gotta wait the 10 years though.
Absolutely.
After
if she can't wait the 10 years, she's not for you. What's the rush?
Right.
Why do you have to start dating so soon? Y'all still getting to know the kids.
Exactly. Y'all living with 2 strangers.
Yeah.
So y'all known each other for 10 years in a day.
Exactly.
Like, y'all known the kids for a minute.
Yeah.
So you might as well
get to know you. Listen, before you want to date that man, get to know your kids first.
Facts.
What's the rush?
And if we really talk about it, wait till the kids graduate high school to start dating each other.
Exactly. Let the kids will graduate high school. Y'all can start dating. The kids will graduate college. And then when the kids are married, y'all look at how they did their ceremony, get some ideas, then y'all get married.
Facts. Or take advice from the wedding that he had with his wife and whatnot.
Fucking Americans, bro. They rush everything, man.
I'm telling you, these fucking gringos.
And listen.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm so serious. The first one to share this Thirsty Thursday, getting his hat, but the whole Good Noodle squad gonna sign it. So I'm gonna have to mail it to Willie. Willie gonna have to mail it to Adam. And actually, Adam gonna have to mail it to Isaac because Isaac gonna pull up.
Isaac
he gonna have to mail it. He gonna have to mail it to Isaac, and they both in the same state.
They literally live within like 20 minutes of each other. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
but
so we all gonna sign this hat right here, and we gonna give it to a loyal Good Noodle member. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah! This is the first one to share it on their Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. It don't got to be all the above. The first one to share it anywhere, whether it's our Spotify link, our Apple Podcast link, our Facebook link, YouTube link, anything. You share anything Good Noodles Podcast material, boom, it's yours.
You can only get this hat in Alaska, so you're gonna get a piece of Alaska.
Facts. Mel got it fresh off the shop in the igloo.
Absolutely.
So you heard it here first. Make sure you share it. Be the first one so you could get the Good Noodles Podcast autographed hat. Since you're already doing that, Make sure you tell your friends to like, subscribe, follow us as well. We're on Twitter at Good Noodles PC. We're on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube at Good Noodles Podcast. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, Google Podcasts. It's getting real hard to avoid us. I don't know what else to tell you. We not going nowhere. Yes, we might take some breaks, but we're not going nowhere. We're going to be around for a minute. So you might as well get used to us being around. Tell your friends to tell a friend. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's your boy, Willie Knight, first of his name, alongside my brother from another mother, Melvin, fourth Facebook page, Towers Montalvo, Ramirez Gonzalez. We out.
Say you're